from SD module. It is related to the materials movement because material is going to be dispatched. So this material movement, maybe receiving the material, issuing the material, this is all part of MM. And ultimately, irrespective of whether it is SD or MM, at the end of the day, everything is going to the accounts. And that is the reason FI integration is also important. So this configuration has to be maintained in OBYC. There is a transaction code OBYC, which is responsible for the material movement related accounting entries. Okay, so in that case, what I need to do, I need to go to transaction OBYC, and I just need to maintain whatever is told here, wherever we are getting the error. So it will clearly tell you what exactly is wrong. So it is saying account determination is missing for entry RECH. Okay, if you double click again, it will give you the detailed one. So first 4 characters that you are able to see, this is nothing but my chart of account. GBB is my transaction key. You can see this. Blank is my valuation group code. VAX is nothing but my account group code. And 3100 is nothing but my valuation class. So what I need to do is I just need to maintain the same settings in my OBYC configuration. Okay, normally, practically speaking, this will either be normally configured by MM in coordination with finance. Okay, so here, first of all, chart of account, and then it was showing the transaction key. So these are the transaction keys. We were getting the error for the transaction key GBB. You can see this is a transaction key. If you go to the performance assistant, it will give you the clear information. Transaction key is GBB. So what I'll do is I will go to GBB from here. Okay, this is GBB. It is asking me for chart of account. My chart of account is RECH. And here you can see the value is already maintained for this valuation class, but it is missing for our valuation class. Our valuation class is 3100. So VAX for 7920, it's already available. You can see here, but for 3100, it is missing. So what I can do is simply, I can copy it. Okay, I can just copy this and just change it to valuation class 3100. Okay, so now the values are maintained for 3100 also, which means system should be able to determine the GL account from here. Okay, let's try. So again, if I go back to my transaction, again, if I go to this error log, come out of this and try to post goods issue once again, now you can see there is some other error. Okay, the error which was related to the GL account determination, that has gone away. Now this is the error which is related to some FI configuration. You don't need to worry. You will normally not get as a SD consultant in your case because this is a test system. Someone has changed the ledger settings. That is the reason you are getting this error. But let me resolve this. So even when you are working on the test system, if you are getting this kind of error, I will tell you how to solve it. So click on post goods issue, click on this error. Just remember, if you are getting this kind of error, you have to click on this last program. Okay, click on this. It will tell you what is wrong with your company code. So you can see the problem is this one. To fiscal year value for company code ledger not allowed with underlying ledger 0C. So there is something wrong with ledger 0C. If I open question mark, it will tell me exactly what is the problem. So if you are facing this kind of issues, I am not expecting you to solve on your own. You can definitely come to me and I will try to resolve these errors, or you can contact your FI team. FI team in the sense the guys who are currently taking the training from FI, they will be also able to help you out. Okay, so 0C, I will execute this. It's already blocked. Let me refresh this completely because there is some inconsistencies. There is something going on in the background which is creating this problem. Okay, so let me continue with this logon and end all others so that nothing is locked. Okay, and then the error If I go to financial accounting, global settings, ledgers, ledger, slow. This transaction is normally slow because it is the main transaction which is related to FI. All the FI postings are triggered from here. Okay. So here, if I see this, the problem is for the ledger 0C. Okay, let me do one more thing. There is a deactivate a ledger 0C, and here for company code RECH, this is a problem where we are getting stuck. Let me see what exactly is the error. So if I go to VL02N, which is to change the outbound delivery, this is our outbound delivery document. And if I'm trying to do the PGI, this is the error. If I open this program, it is taking me to the same step that I'm doing. So what it is saying is to fiscal year value for company code. Okay, I got this. So let me go to 0E ledger. And here also I need to enter for RECH 2019. Okay, let's see if it solves the error. So I will again go back to my messages, back, close, and try to do the PGA. Okay, so document has been created. So if you are getting this kind of finance errors, you don't need to worry. This is an integrated system. You know, when you are actually working in the system, you definitely need to report these errors to your financial counterparts. Okay, in the system, if you are getting such issues, you can directly contact me. So the delivery has been saved, which means the PGI activity has been completed, which means now the material has been issued from your system. So if I go to my MMBE report once again, okay, and for this particular material and this particular plant, if I execute it, you can see that 10 quantity has been issued out of the stock. Okay, and if I want to know the sales order status, if I want to know what exactly is the status of my sales order, so I'll go to transaction VA03 once again. This is my sales order number. Okay, and you can see there is a very important thing in the sales order called as document flow. This document flow will give you the complete picture of this sales order, what exactly has been happened to this sales order till now, and what is the further steps that you need to carry out. So if I click on this display document flow, see it is clearly telling you that this standard order was created on this particular date. Okay, there is a delivery document which was created on 20th. We created this, and then the picking request. Okay, there is a picking request which was created just now. We created 10 minutes back. You can see 10:15, and then now we have done the goods issue. And when you do the goods issue, you can see actually 10 uh, quantity has gone out of your stock. Okay, and that is the reason if I, whenever you are doing any goods movement, whenever there is any receiving or issuing the material, system will generate the accounting document. So if I click on this and if I click on display document, it will show me the delivery document, right? Same way, if I say click on this picking request and click on the display document, okay, it is not possible, it is saying. So some of the documents will not go. But if I do this goods issue delivery again, click on display document, this will take me to the material document. This will take me to the document which has performed the goods issue. Okay, where the actual material movement has been done. Let it get
Hello,
open.
Vikram. Hello.
Yes, Akshay.
Yeah, the factory calendar in shipping point is maintained as 5 day working because as the Saturday Sunday is off as per the factory calendar, correct? Then
Yeah.
how the goods issue got possible? Means-
No goods issue. See, okay. Let me explain. Let me complete this display document.
Okay,
Yeah.
because generally it gives an error if we do the future delivery date, create future delivery and try to PGI on the same date, then it gives an error. That's why I was asking.
Right. So that is a setting which we need to maintain, Akshay. If you want to allow, it will allow. But if you don't want to allow, so there is maybe the factory calendar is also different at the plant level and at the sales organization level. So based on that, system will be triggering this. But I'll explain you. No need to worry. Just let me complete this. So you can see here the document has been created. This is a material document. You can see this is a material document number. So as I told you, when you are doing the issue, it is not only SD. SD will bringing the and will ultimately bringing the FI because there is a material movement. The system will also generate the accounting document. So you are doing a delivery from your sales order from the sales and distribution module. Sales and distribution module is bringing in in picture. You can see this material document where you can clearly see that 10 quantity is going out against this movement type from this particular plant, from this particular storage location, who is the goods recipient. So all this information you are able to capture it here. And then ultimately, because there is a material movement involved, there is a accounting impact also. So if I go to FI documents, you can see here system has generated the accounting document and system has generated the material ledger document. This material ledger, as I told you last time, this is the mandatory setting in SAP S4HANA, due to which whenever you do any materials movement, whenever you are buying anything, selling anything, every time when the material is either coming in or going out, the material ledger document would be created. But again, we don't need to worry about this. Let's double click on accounting document. This is where the system will generate the account. Okay, you can see the stock account is credited. This means the stock is going out of your system. Okay, and COGS account, this is the cost of goods sold account, is normally debited. Okay, so where exactly these two accounts are coming from? You can see very clearly these two accounts are coming from these two transaction keys. So these are all the GL accounts related to materials movement which are defined in transaction OBYC. So if I go to first one, which is stock account, so my stock account is BSX. Okay, you can see the stock account 2002 is coming from BSX, which means if I go to this transaction code BSX for my chart of account, which is RECH, you can see this is where I specified 2002, and that is the reason system is automatically selecting this GL account. I can do this valuation class wise. If I click on rules, I can tell the system that I want a separate stock account for each valuation class. Okay, so for example, for my raw materials, I need a separate GL. For my finished products, I need a separate GL. For my trading goods, I need a separate GL. That also I can do from here. Okay, and the next posting came from GBB, which we just now maintained. So if I go to GBB, and you can see the combination is maintained to 4002 GL account. And that is exactly what you are able to see here under 4002. Okay, so this is how the delivery document is created. Now, system can clearly show you that for against this particular sales order, the goods issue is already done. The accounting impact has already been taken place. The next is once you deliver the material to the customer, now is a step when you create a billing. You normally create a billing to the customer so that customer can pay you against that particular bill. So for billing, again, you will be able to go through logistics, sales and distribution, billing document,